Although some Catholics then believed HIV/AIDS was a punishment from God, Jesus spoke against the idea that suffering was the result of sin. Yeah, so this is a Catholic bishop talking here and telling conservatives that those who believe that HIV/AIDS was punishment from God, he says that Jesus never said that. He spoke out against the idea that suffering was the result of sin. And I think that's important because even in these current times, there's a lot of stigmatization of illness or the thinking about divine retribution for one's behavior or as a result of who you are. His remarks dispel that. And I found it very enormously comforting in those early days to see what he did for people with AIDS, their families, LGBT people. How did he get there? That was his style, was to be open and welcoming and free of stigma. So the idea of reacting to the AIDS crisis was done in a way that he always looked at things in a very open, clear thinking kind of way. I mean, that's leadership, because don't forget, he wasn't just talking to me or to people with AIDS, he was talking to this whole region of thousands of people. The other part of this is he was talking to more than just us in this region, but he also got the attention of church leaders in the Vatican. A phone call from his staff member, it was months before this pastoral letter, about Matthew writing about HIV/AIDS, and would I work with them on helping them understand the disease. They weren't asking me to contribute my opinions on that because he had his own thoughts. So I was asked to help the people who were putting this together with him, help them understand HIV, the science and the illness HIV, so that he could speak to it in intelligent terms. You know, I have only the highest regard for the work that he did, because he gave us some breathing room and relief and a recharge when we needed it the most. I mean, this was just the middle of this terrible epidemic. There wasn't any treatment even. The one drug that was available came out in 1987, and the pastoral letter and this Mass for People with AIDS was around 1988. So, you know, we're talking about a lot of death and dying here in a highly stressful and traumatic situation. So, as I've said before, he gave us a boost when we needed it the most.